What is up, guys? Ren here, and we're gonna be reviewing issue number 8 of the Thor by Donny. And this is the, of course, variant cover of, like, not even the variant cover. It's a cover with the rest in peace Chadwick Boseman and the whole back, because that's back and bordered. But the whole back, of course, has the in memoriam of Chadwick Boseman, and the last 2 pages also have it, which is again really cool of Marvel by doing that, and I really appreciate it. I really did appreciate that, especially taking it out of board, right out of this whole thing. I was like, oh wow, they've done that in the back. A really cool thing. So this is the part 2 of course, this whole story, because that's a small story arc that everyone is worthy. So we kick off where we kind of left off, right? We kick it off on Earth. We've got this new guy, the new guy that looks like a Thor. Right here he is. And, the cameras are now on him. It's like, oh man, the cameras, everything. Like, we got a new Thor, we got a new Worthy. Where is Thor? Where's the actual Thor? What is happening? Tony Stark goes like, oh god. Oh no, this is getting ridiculous. Guys, just shush. Just shush. Get out of here. And the cameraman, they don't want to do it. So he's like, okay, listen, I've got kind of my suit a bit destroyed by a few things, but no worries, I have my EMP shots, so like EMP pulse, so it should destroy all the cameras. So Tony Stark shots his EMPs, right? You've got this nice blast. Of course, it doesn't hurt people, it only hurts their cameras, and well, no one can record anything. So Tony Stark gets the new guy, right, with the Mjolnir outside of the perimeter, and goes like, all right, what just happened? Like, what in the world, right? But it's fine. He goes like, wait, listen, you're gonna have to give me the ammo. Like, it's great and stuff, but you're gonna have to give it to me, because I gotta run tests. What is happening with that? What in the hell is just happening? Like, we've got Thor's ammo, like there's no Thor, the Mjolnir is just here, and then comes Thor. And he goes like, oh yeah, how's it going, mates? And of course, first of all, we've got this back and forth, Tony Stark and Thor are talking about, writing stuff on the Mjolnir. It's like, oh, you gave away my number. It's like, huh, yeah, you kind of wrote on my Mjolnir previously, so that's me getting back at you. And listen, I was just trying to test something. And he was like, oh, what? So what? Now everyone can pick up the Mjolnir? He was like, Tony, no, you're gonna listen to me. And like Tony goes after him, like, you're gonna listen to me right now. Like, I don't care. Like, you come here, you just like throw the damn hammer, you write my secret number, you don't even call, like, you're just, what in the world? I'm taking it. Tony, listen. No, you listen. Like, I am not gonna take it. That random guy just picked up the freaking Mjolnir. Why? I'm gonna have to run tests. What? Are you losing the powers? Are the Mjolnir is doing some weird stuff? What is happening? He's like, Tony. He's like, no, shush. And then Thor gets pissed. Goes up. Storm is coming. Fire. It's like, I might be without my armor, but I'm still Thor. I was like, yeah. Okay, you're Thor. Yeah, we got it. So Tony's like, yeah, okay, we got this. And during that conversation, of course, Tony picked up that hammer, right? He picked up Mjolnir. So again, everyone can pick it up, right? So Tony's like, okay, I was testing something, okay? That's why I wanted you to be on the side, because I was testing something. And listen, this cannot go anywhere. He's like, well, sure, but like, Dr. Doom could have like picked it up. He's like, yeah, that's why I left the number. That's why I threw it here. So Tony still holds the hammer. He's like, all right, Tony, give it to me. He was like, and just slams, Thor with this hammer. Thor was like, okay. Tony was like, yeah, now it's yours. Now we're even. And, Thor picks it up, and he was like, well, we're not even yet. You don't know the time, but we're not even yet. So we know there's going to be like this story arc kind of moving forward. So they have a conversation, of course, about like what is happening. So Thor is trying to tell him like, listen, I don't know what is happening. The cosmic power is actually working weirdly, and this Asgard, like elder gods, magical powers are not really working the way they should. So right now, I feel that every day, Mjolnir is getting heavier, but everyone can freaking pick it up. So that is not great, okay? So I was testing that. I was thinking if anyone can pick it up. So now we know I can go home, right? And then he was like, all right, you know what? Yeah, I think we're done. Sure, I'm gonna go home. So like, screw you, Thor, I'm going home. But at the same time, I at least hit you with the hammer. And you know what? I have footage of that. So yes, and he was like, I'm gonna do something to you in the future. So of course, Tony Stark goes away, and we have this, I believe that was Aaron, that was his name, and Thor left, and he goes like, Mr. Thor, thank you so much for this opportunity. Always wanted to meet you, right? Big fan. I was locked in the prison, and I always admired you, and like that you could fly, you can do stuff. The first time you were here in this town, in this village, I was in prison, so I couldn't actually like talk to you or like come hang out, but hey, now I can. It's like, thank you so much for that opportunity. And Thor goes like, you know what, there you go. So he hands him an hammer. He's like, you know what? Take it for a spin. So yeah, they fly around, right? So Thor kind of makes his dream come true. And they all both land. He goes like, wow, thank you so much. And I was like praying every day. And he goes like, well, that's what gods are for, to answer the prayers, right? And of course, before Thor picks his hammer, he goes like, yeah, those cloaks, I don't like them. He's like, yeah, you just hit the hammer really hard on the ground. He's like, what's that? Really? He's like, yeah, just do that. Yeah. Boom. And, the Aaron goes back to normal. He's like, no, his old self. Thor picks a hammer and, just still talks to, of course, Aaron. Goes like, you know what? I've always, been using hammers to create stuff. I've always been doing that. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much, Thor. But you look tired. And sometimes vacation is not bad, and it comes back to what, because I forgot, Tony said to Thor as well, like, yeah, look, you look tired, you would have, like, weekend somewhere might actually be great for you, right? So they're planting a seed of like Thor going away, and he was like, yeah, that might be good for you, that might not be bad, like it might be helpful. And of course, we got, Thor with Aaron, talking this, and Aaron's talking to him the same way. It's like, sometimes it's good to start over. It's sometimes good to charge your batteries. And he was like, yeah, it's good. And he departs. Aaron goes back, and we have, Thor, this cliffhanger of like, maybe I want to go on vacation. Maybe I really do need that. So that is it. That is the whole book. And again, that is another slower story, if you ask me. But I think it's needed. Like those two books, because I have them, right? Number 7, number 8. Those two are slower books in terms of like, what is happening, right? So like if you would read the whole thing, so up until issue 6 there's like action all the time, and then those 2 issues, right, and we have super slow, because like this whole thing is like one day in the Thor's life, right? It's just like the hammer hit the ground, they've talked, we got better Ray Bill, that's it, Thor wants a vacation. That's an oversimplification, but that's kind of what it was. There we go. But is the book good? Again, for me, it's another slower number. It has this... Again, art is great all the way, so I don't think there's any doubt about the art. But because it's another slower one, I think it's another 7 out of 10 for me, because I can understand planting the seeds. I can understand taking an issue or 2 to actually build something up. My problem is that that's a 2-part story, and I don't know how they're going to do a trade paperback, because the next arc is 1 out of 6. So the next arc is going to be ending at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, at issue number 14. So that is 8 books. So it's going to be a bit hard to pull a trade paperback, right? You kind of feel me, right? It's going to be a bit harder to do that. But I think they are capable of doing, either 8-issue trade paperback, or just cut it. There is that, but I like that, actually Kate broke it, broke that scheme of like, okay, I need 6, 6, 6, 6, 6 for trade paperbacks. Let's just do 2 issues that are gonna build up. We're gonna just put emphasis on the Mjolnir itself and how he affects, first of all, Thor mentally, but also how everyone can pick it up. Just let's build on that, because we got that kind of in issue number 4, that when Thor throws his hammer at Sif, I believe, and the Sif sends it to Loki, and Loki picks it up, right? And then the Mjolnir goes back. So I like this build up, I like where this is going, and throughout this whole thing, we also have Thor still thinking that he saw this something, he saw the end. And that is exactly what I'm kind of thinking, like that might be where the Donny case is going, right? He might go to that big event, but to have that end, from issue number 6, I believe, you're gonna have to really have all the Marvel, like all of it, be involved. Because Thanos is killing them all, right? Because he has the gauntlet and he has Mjolnir with all those gemstones. So if that would be like, in a few years, I would love that. But I'm probably going to move, we're going to be talking about it as everything goes. But so far, it's a great build-up. It's definitely that. It's nothing more than a build-up to. And that's how you have to treat those books together, because I think on their own, again, they kind of make no sense, but they're still a nice read. But together, they are a great build-up to the next story arc. So, solid 7 out of 10, and those 2 books as a series, again, solid 7 as well. So thank you guys so much for watching that review of Thor number 8 by Donny Cates, and the next one is going to be Thor number 9 by Donny Cates. So thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye, gonna have a fantastic rest of the day. Take care. Bye.